Well, good morning, folks. Excuse my appearance. I've not long woken up. However, that's what I want to talk about. Uh, when I switched my phone on, I checked my WhatsApp, and I still yet to check my emails, by the way. Anyway, went onto TikTok, and the first video I saw, I thought I need to make a response to this because, well, I'll play the video and I'll be back after this clip.
If you ask a man how to pull girls, he'll tell you need to be really tall and make a lot of money. If you ask a girl how to pull girls, then she'll tell you these three things. Number one is be really funny and always be making her laugh. It quite literally does not matter what you look like. If you're constantly making her laugh, you've won. You've won the game. Number two is be well groomed and take care of yourself. You'd be surprised the amount of men that we meet that wash their face with a bar of soap and use 2-in-1 shampoo. Quite frankly, it's disgusting, and having hygiene is literally the bare minimum. It's not like you have to go and spend hundreds of dollars on stuff like we do. Literally just get a shampoo, conditioner, body wash by like Base Body Works. That one smells really good, and you'll be good. Number three is be interested in the things that she's interested in and ask her questions about herself. It's actually so easy, but you guys still mess it up.
Okay, right, I am back. So, I want to address her point number one. Now, as you heard in the video, she said if you ask a man how to pull a woman, he would say, or they would say, you have to be tall and make lots of money. Then she went on to say, as you heard, looks doesn't matter. Really? 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 Okay, right. So, and she seems to disagree with that, as you saw. Okay, so where do I begin with this? Do I begin with my lived experience, or do I begin with what I've seen on social media out of the mouths of women? So, my conclusion: either this lady is completely out of touch, and she's been living or sleeping under a rock for how many years? I don't know. Or she's a really lovely person and she's surrounded by really warm hearted and kind and friendly women. That's her social group. And so she's looking at the world through her and their lens. Or she's a bull-faced liar. Or she's it's one of the three. One of the three. Okay, so let's go with social media. I'll start with social media. Dear young lady, if you're watching this, I challenge you to watch Pop the Balloon on YouTube and then come back and tell me height doesn't matter, a man's income doesn't matter, and then more importantly, tell me how a man's look doesn't matter. Just go on to Pop the Balloon and see how that works out regarding your theory. I challenge you to go to the podcast, whatever, the panel of women. Again, hear their feedback on especially man's income and his height. They don't mention the look so much, but they do definitely mention the height and the income. I also challenge you to watch some of the videos where women are blatantly saying, if you're an ugly man, stay in your lane. How dare you think you've got a chance to approach a woman like me? So the problem with that is, us men, we know that women's tastes are much more varied than men. So you can have a group of women and they can have the exact opposite taste to each other. So what one woman finds absolutely gorgeous and attractive, another woman will find butt ugly. As the Jamaicans would say, you face favor dog bottom. Excuse my poor Jamaican accent. So unless the man's receiving choosing signals such as a smile or an inviting stare, he's not going to approach you. He needs to get the green light. He needs to get permission from you that it's okay to approach. And another thing as well, I need to add regarding social media, most of us men have seen the horror stories where guys politely go up to a woman and talk to her, and he's been filmed and she's cruelly rejected him. And this is going on to TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, whatever. So most guys have seen what's out there, and I love this saying. Many guys are not prepared to put their hand in a bucket of snakes to find out which one isn't poison. So unless you're showing choosing signals, you are lumped in with the rest of the poisonous snakes, and they're not going to approach you. I am so glad I'm not a young man today. Woo! Woo! I'd be in so much trouble. I'm not 6 foot tall. I don't earn six figures. I am not classically good looking. Yeah, I'm in good shape, but anyway, so that's that. Then we go to my lived experience. Now, looks doesn't matter, eh? Okay, as I mentioned in my audiobook, when I was in my parents' island of Grenada, on a few occasions, the women took it upon themselves to call me too black and ugly, which is one of the names of the chapters in my audiobook, Too Black and Ugly. When I've talked about this to a few of the women, they've tried to spin it round onto me and blame me for it and say, well, what did you do to inspire these women to say such a thing to you? And I said, well, what I did, the crime I made, which was simply walking down the road, minding my own business, not hassling anybody. And the word too black and ugly was shouted out at me. But here's the irony. So that's Grenada. Here's the irony. A few decades later, when I became an entertainer, I toured in Poland as a pro dancer, and I was treated like a film star. Too black and ugly in the Caribbean, film star in Poland. Go figure. Go figure. Dr. Uma, I hope you're listening to that, old boy. Anyway, so so talk about mixed signals. She's saying the opposite to what a lot of women on social media is saying. Now, again, I make a disclaimer. I said the word social media. I know social media and real life can be very different to each other, or probably is very different to each other. However, I am not in the age group that's chasing these young women who say these things. Thankfully, I'm an old boy, and my peak, my time, my era was before social media, before the internet, and that saved my ass, because you take the 20-something year old me or the 30-something year old me and put me in today's climate, I think I'd be an incel. By going by social media, I think, I don't know, but then the women who find me attractive tend to be older women. Anyway, all I know is I'm glad my ass ain't a youngster today. That's it. Thank you very much.
The Jagged Pathway, an extraordinary journey of a not-so-ordinary single life. A unique audiobook available now on Spotify and Rakuten Kobo.